Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. And we're going to talk about fitness. So this is going to be really focused on the fitness features of the Galaxy Watch 4. Now, just to share with you something, I've been on a weight loss journey. And you may have noticed that if you look at a couple of videos, maybe a few months ago, you would have seen a different version of me. That version of me was 34 pounds heavier. Like many of you, I've struggled with my weight, especially with the work at home, being at home more and less about given the current situation. And the pounds went on. Recently, I've been really focusing on working out every day. I've been working on what I eat. And the Galaxy Watch line of watches, the Galaxy Watch 3 and now the 4, have been part of my recipe for weight loss. That with some of the bikes that we reviewed on the channel where we've been actually working out, doing a lot of like the Peloton classes, and this is something that I'm doing like every single day. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the fitness features of the Galaxy Watch 4 and how they can help you lose weight and reach any goal that you have. So let's get right to it. Now, the very first thing that you're going to notice is my Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic looks different than yours, right? I have a really cool bezel that makes my watch look like if it was a real watch. And this is a cool feature or accessories that we're going to be reviewing also on the channel. Now, one of the things I just want to show you is we're going to go over some basics, right? So first of all, swipe to the right. Right, you're swiping this way, actually from right to left, is to go to a different tile. These are called tiles. And you'll notice that you have all these little dots on the top. These dots represent all the tiles that you have on your watch. Now you also have this button right here that's going to be your home button. It's going to take you home. And then this is your back, but I've reprogrammed it. You can swipe this way to go back. So I'm going to go ahead and swipe ahead. And then you'll notice when I swipe like this, it's going to take me back. So those are some of the basics. You can also use the actual bezel to go forward and back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the fitness area. And some of the things I really like about the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 is Classic is the fact that it auto-detects your workouts, especially if you're on a bike, like literally moving on a bike, or if you're on a run or a walk. And it normally takes about 5 to 10 minutes before it kicks in. It kicks in a lot faster than the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 though, and this is something that I've actually worn them side by side, and I notice how one picks up sooner. When it does pick up, keep in mind that it doesn't lose that data, so it accounts for the data that it had when it was doing the actual auto initiation, so you don't have to worry about losing those 10 minutes of workout. Now, what we're going to do is highlight a couple things. There is part of fitness is having good sleep. I'm not a regular sleeper. I don't sleep really well, and I'll share with you some of my sleep data. You'll also find that there is also a BMI tester. I'm not going to show you my BMI, but you can check your body mass index with this. You could do ECG. You could also then look at your heart rate and basically your beats per minute, especially when you're active, to see how well you're doing. And depending on where your heart rate is, you're going to have a heart rate that's going to help you burn fat, and then also a certain level that won't. So we're going to talk about that in a few seconds. You can check your stress, and then you could actually look at all the fitness options. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to go into fitness, and we're going to check out what my experience has been and how I use the Galaxy Watch 4. Now, the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to swipe up, and this is going to take you to where all your apps are. And you're going to choose the person that's running. This is your fitness app. Right, so we're going to tap this, and then once you go into it, it's going to show you activity. So my today's activity is 5,288 steps, and then it's going to give you all these other facts that we'll take a look at by just tapping in. So you'll notice that 5,288 steps, 68 active minutes, 328 calories burned, right? And it's going to keep track of all these things for you, right? Distance that you walked while you were active, and it says 2.36 miles, and any kind of goals that you have. So I'm going to swipe back to get back here. You can look at your steps, and your steps, you can see detail here. You could look at the miles, the calories, and also the floors that you've walked. And then if we look at the exercise history, and that's the one that we're going to focus on, when you go into this area, there's some really cool things that it tells you. So far this week, I've worked out 4 hours and 28 minutes. Now, most of that time is going to be cycling. So I'm on a stationary bike, just killing it, right? And I like doing HIIT classes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up. Oh, by the way, if you choose workout, that will start a workout for you. We're not going to choose a workout right now. this was, today I did something light, so that was 11 minutes and 43 seconds, and it's typically because on Sundays I take it easy. I work 7 days a week. 6 are the hardest, and then my 7th one is I take it easy. I do some sit-ups, something light. But it's going to tell you, basically on your calories. And I chose, in this case, that it was an other workout, and I'm going to explain why in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to swipe up, and I'm going to go into one of my standard workouts, because some of these are just test workouts. And we'll start right here. So notice that this is sit-ups. It basically says that I was doing sit-ups for 1 minute and 28 seconds, 19 reps, right? Because this was testing out the watch. And the cool thing is that the Samsung Galaxy Watch will beep every single time you do a successful sit-up. And it will support sit-ups where you're actually lifting weights, and it will also support leg raises too, which is pretty cool. Now, it also calculates or will keep track of arm curls, and you can see here what your arm curls are. In this case, I'm doing arm curls for 3 minutes and 52 seconds, and that was 46 reps. Now, keep in mind that while that's low, this was actually part of a full workout. I was actually on the bike, then I went to do some arm curls, and then I also did some sit-ups. So it was a full workout session, and I'm going to show you how you can get the watch to do that. So when you go up here, this is the main workout, 31 minutes on the bike, 282 calories. Now, if you tap into that, you'll notice that as you swipe up, it's going to tell you what your beats per minute were, right? It's also going to tell you these things. What was your maximum heart rate, anaerobic? It's also going to tell you your aerobic, your weight control, and your low intensity. And again, depending on what your fitness goals are, you'll want to be in the appropriate color that you're searching for. Now, again, I mentioned 34 pounds, right? So eating right and working out and at the right intensity so that I can continue to lose weight. And I continue to lose anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds a week, right? So that's kind of like the process there. And then what you can do is that you can actually show it on the phone. Now, the cool thing about this is that you saw this workout here. If I go back over here, it's going to tell me the same thing. It's going to tell me what my heart rate was, and it's also going to tell me and break it down for me, what was I primarily focusing on. So you basically want to make sure you have the right color that's either going to promote the type of lifestyle that you're looking for. And you can see that it tells you as well. So let's talk about how you start workouts, or at least how I do it, so that I can get wonderful workout that's combined with maybe a bike. It could be a row machine. It could be a lot of other things. So check this out. Now, to start my workouts, I use my voice to start things out, and I use Bixby. This is how it works. I'm going to press and hold this button here. Start exercise bike. It's going to do the countdown, and then it's going to start the workout. Now, you have a couple options. As it starts, if I swipe over to the right, I can do new workout, I can pause, I can go into settings, or I can finish. If I swipe this way, I can look at if I want to listen to some music. I'm actually watching Peloton, so I don't need that. Now, once I'm done with this workout, let's say I'm done with my 30-minute hit, now I want to go ahead and do sit-ups, or I want to do curls. Watch what I do. Start arm curls.
I'll end the current exercise and begin the new one.
Okay. Now it's going to switch to arm curls, and it's going to then continue my exercise as one session. Now, it's going to give me some coaching. You can see that right there. And I'll say okay.
Get into position to
And then as I'm raising my arms, it's going to do it, right? And it has a lot of different things that you can do. So now once I'm done with working out on my curls, start sit-ups.
I'll end the current exercise and begin the new one.
And now it's going to go through the process, and it's going to show me on a bench, but I'm on the floor, right? And it will coach me, and then I could go through my sit-ups. And then once I'm done with this, I'll just swipe over, and I'll say finish. And then now that's going to be logged in the Samsung app as one workout, right? But it's going to be several things. Now let me show you what you could do in the app, and also how you can start it from an actual tile. Now, by simply swiping over, what you're going to be able to do, and all you're doing is swiping to your tiles, you're going to be able to run into this area right here, and you'll notice that I have walking, running, and I also have cycling. These are the workouts that I typically do. Now, if I go here, you'll notice that I have a whole bunch of workouts that I can choose from. There's a lot of them here. But what you'll find is that maybe the ones that you have aren't here. So let me show you how I got them on, right? But let's say, for example, you wanted to choose any of these workouts, you would just swipe over to it, you would choose it, and then you would start. If you notice, this also supports swimming. That's pretty cool. Now we're going to take a deep dive into the Samsung Health app, and several things are here. It's going to keep track, if you do, of the food that you intake, the water you drink, the sleep, and also the exercise and your body composition. I'm going to go into the sleep area because sleep is also about, your fitness. I don't really get a lot of sleep time. This was pretty big, 6 hours and 55 minutes. I was actually very tired. But what you'll see here is it's going to tell you what your sleep score was, how much time you spent awake, in REM, light sleep, and then also in deep sleep. And then you'll notice here that in deep sleep I only had 57 minutes, light sleep 3 hours and 56, REM 55, and then awake 1 hour and 7 minutes. Again, I don't know how it calculates it all, but I'm a super duper light sleeper. I hear everything that's going around in our house, and this is just how I sleep. Sometimes I get maybe 4 hours at most. It also will calculate your blood oxygen if you want, and of course this is if you have the watch on. Now, one of the cool things that you can do is you can also track if you're snoring. You notice that it basically picked up that I was snoring for a minute. It will record it, and if you suffer from sleep apnea or need to see somebody about a CPAP, this may be something that could be useful for them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back out of this. Right, I highly encourage that you use the sleep app. It's just a really cool feature. But we're going to go into this area here, and you'll notice that the ones that are starred are the ones that show up on my watch. So I'm going to go. Let me bring up the watch really quick. I'm going to come over to the fitness area. So you'll notice right here, there it went in focus, that I have cycling here. These are the 3. What I could do here is I can actually determine which one I want to be part of my favorites. I took off exercise bike, and now I only have 2 showing on the app. And I can choose anything that I regularly use. I'm going to go back to the exercise bike because that's what I do. And then you'll notice that I have a whole bunch of things here. You're not going to see all of these. This is how I got these. At the very bottom, you have something that says Add Workout. So once you choose Add Workout, what will happen is the Add Workout function will basically allow you to choose from any of these workouts that are here. You notice there's bench press, there's bowling, there's cricket, there's hockey, there's basketball, there's ice dancing. There's a whole plethora of options that you can choose. Even hula hooping, right? So that's pretty cool. So all you do is choose the ones that you want, and then once you choose them, even mountain biking, you hit add, and then it becomes part of your selectable options. So guys, that wraps up our review and also how I use the fitness apps in Samsung to lose the weight that I have and then also maintain it. I hope this helps you out. It's a fantastic, fantastic accessory, really, and it's part of the formula that I look at when it comes to losing weight. Hope you enjoyed this video. There's more coming. See you in the next one.